to have to share a bed with a lady before he gives her something she deserves.
That is wrong, though.
That is wrong.
Yeah.
But again, if we can, to some extent, say, oh, it's understandable because we know what women are going through and they deserve these things, and we know a lot of women are going through tough things. Some guys will come out and say, then it's not wrong if I actually do what they're saying I shouldn't do. Okay, so let me just read a quote. Now, she said, that's Kisa G, she said, it's not the producers who force the actresses to sleep with them, which we all thought that was the case, right, from what she's saying. From what I've seen, it's the actresses who give themselves to the producers. When I was at, okay, she actually mentioned Venus Films, anytime they come, they ask for those they can sleep with in order to get a role.
Oh, wow.
So for me, I don't blame the producers. It is the girls that throw themselves at them. And she said this on an Accra-based UTV, Accra-based UTV. So big salute to them. That's what she said. And okay, so let me read this from the story. I mean, he said, in recent times, Ola Michael was attacked when he said they will continue to sleep with young actresses in exchange for roles, a statement which was condemned, and he was asked to apologize. So that's something separate. But again, where do we draw the line? Like, because we're trying to be very professional, but again, people are trying to say, okay, they understand, the roles are not even enough, so now ladies are doing this thing to get out there. Is there ever going to be a point where we're going to say, okay, if you've got it, you've got it. If you've not got it, you've not. Do you think we'll ever get to that point?
I don't think so. Because it's everywhere. It's not just... recently, when Amber Heard had her court issues with her ex-husband, and people were questioning how she got the role in Aquaman, and people said she's such a bad actress, you know, how was she able to get that role? Because her husband, you know, sort of helped her get in there, right? So it's never going to end. It's always going. There are some people who, you know, find a way into the industry, and they're very, very good with acting. So it goes two ways. There are those who are very bad, you know, and then there are those who are good as well. They just needed, I don't know, a way to get into.
And the funny thing, the crazy thing about this is, I mean, we're talking about actors and actresses. What if it's happening in other industries?
It does happen in other industries.
You know?
Even in the corporate world. How come we never speak of this?
Yeah, that's the thing. Why don't
it's everywhere. It's everywhere, Jason. It's not just in the entertainment industry. It is everywhere. I mean, corporate bosses want to have things with, you know, females before they give them the job. Corporate bosses who are females also want to have their way with the young guys who come in looking for a job.
Really?
Yes. And there are there are some very nice ladies who also go in and said, listen, even if this place is occupied, I can give you something. Give me a job.
Yeah.
Yes.
Things are
So
happening.
yes, it does.
I mean, like, again, you know, you hear these things and you never want to be judgmental. I'm never a judgmental person. That's why I always say when we're having these conversations, let's try and understand why people do the things they do, because even the most evil people in society will tell you, oh, I did this because of this. You know, even people watch movies now and they're like, they side with the villain because they tend to want to understand what he was going through. But again, like, my thing is, where do we draw the line? So, I mean, for what we've said and what we've discussed, I mean, on the show previously, and the things we're going to continue to discuss, I think we should, again, have more people come through and let's talk about them more. Let's see how it goes, because it's very dicey, right? Very dicey stuff. Send us messages at MX24GH on every single platform, and let us know, is there something you are going through or you've been through? Let us know, you know, whether male or female. And again, I've asked, where do we draw the middle line? Is it about being professional? Is it about not being judgmental? Is it about trying to understand what people are going through? Because it's very intense stuff, very intense stuff. Now, carrying on, we've been discussing here, and this story has to do with what we discussed in TikTok. And music, and longevity in music. And I think a while back, we were speaking on whether now the social media era, because of like oversaturation of music, everyone is releasing music and everyone is running to social media. Does music not have the longevity it had before? And even DJ Vorosky said, now DJs don't have the stronghold they had because now everyone goes to TikTok for new music. They don't break records. He'll be in a club playing and people come to him, I want this song I heard on TikTok. People even play the song for him. So it's become a very interesting conversation because social media is supposed to benefit the artist, the creative, like the DJ, like you and me. But now the creatives are complaining because of social media, because songs don't last, because there's so much new content coming out. Now, recently a TikTok... okay, with that, before we get to the story, what's your take on that? Has it been beneficial or detrimental?
It's been beneficial. I don't know why they're complaining. Listen, if your music can trend for a while, thank God. If it's done trending, bring in something different, you know, because everybody is going to release a song, and they're going to depend on social media, on TikTok, on Instagram Reels for it to trend. So if you're an artist and you feel like your music is going to go away in a period of time, in a very short period of time, let that trend, you know, come through and then drop something else, because social media has really helped, you know, with music. So I don't know why they're complaining.
Interesting. So, and that's the thing, you know, as much as it helps, and our creatives are speaking on it, you know. Now, without us, your songs will not trend. And TikTok star Asantwa said this. Now, very bold statement, right? You know? And I said a couple of, very bold. I said a couple of weeks ago, what did I even say? Alluding to TikTok and social media. Yes, what I was saying was, we have to accept that it's here. And it's now. Maybe TikTok might not be the biggest thing forever, but with social media and connecting people, it's here. So we have to find a way to work around it, to deal with it. So this is what she said, again, on UTV's United Showbiz. Very big salute to them. She said, it doesn't matter how long you've played your music game. Nowadays, after dropping your song, you have to bring it to us. Those are like the social media influencers and the TikTok stars. Otherwise, you will sing the song to yourself. She confidently added that we are the ones who will make your song trend. We are the ones who will amplify your song to the people. And, you know, I mean, her submission, it garnered some backlash, and people were speaking on it. But some people actually agreed with her. And some people were saying, yo, let's not lie to ourselves. This is what's happening. And, okay. So now when it's gotten to this point.
That's loud.
When you feel like, or where it seems like without this platform, we're not going to get our music, our creativity to a certain place. Again, is this a good thing? Coming from a TikTok, because she's doing very well. Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Because you see, you were saying that it's good, right? Social media is helping.
Yeah, it's good.
Now the influencers are saying, if you don't have us, go to bed.
I mean, not every artist needs a TikTok star, you know, for their music to trend. Some of them do, some don't. Beyonce released a song at midnight. I don't think there was a TikToker that had to, you know, make it trend. And people are like going all crazy about it. But maybe that's Beyonce, okay? Maybe in Ghana we don't have a Beyonce, or we don't have anybody up to Beyonce's standard. So we would need our TikTok stars, you know, for their music to trend. However, she's not wrong. Oh, yes.
So you agree with her?
To some extent.
To what extent?
Because not every song trends on TikTok. So let's just, some trends, others don't.
Yeah, okay? It's not a guaranteed success.
Yes, it is not. But, however, she's not right. Just think she just said it very loud.
So,
I mean, Jackie released the song. Okay, and people are already dancing to the challenge because they started on TikTok. You know, so I know that the TikTokers actually help. You know?
Yeah, I think definitely there's something to be said for what they're doing, because that's their work. So
and they're doing amazing. Listen,
that's the thing.
The TikTok is not a joke.
It's not easy. Yo, I
tried a few times. I'm like,
I think I was listening to, is it SD Killing?
SD.
Yeah, I was listening to him on radio, and he was saying that his most recent skit, he spent what, 1,800 CDs. It started around, I think, 7 a.m. It ended around 5 p.m. in the evening because people were late. They had to hire a wedding dress. I don't know if you've seen that skit. Very funny stuff. He had to hire like wedding dresses, and the people involved, some were late, of course, and the scripts and getting people into there. It's a lot of work. And he even said on radio, I think on Hits FM, salute to them, he said on radio that they're not even making as much money now as it seems. So I think it's not, people are, or what they do, what they put into their crowd, I think it's even underrated.
Listen, they try. Jason, I tried one a few times. I'm like, it's okay.
It's okay.
I can't. I'm tired.
Yeah.
But they are able to set up a tripod, a ring light, record themselves, add all these effects, you know, do all these transitions, and they're like, wow, that's good.
Editing
you know?
a video.
It's not easy. They try. They really. I'm glad that UTV, shout out to them, they were able to put all of them together,
Yeah,
you know,
to
give
have
them
that
make them feel like what you're doing is actually appreciated, you know.
Okay, now the thing is, per the entertainment industry and everything that's been going on, what we've seen so far is, I mean, DJs don't get along as much as we'd want them to with artists. I mean, this per conversation, right? And now it seems like social media influencers have been thrown into the mix.
Yeah.
Do you think with all these things going on, it's going to cause more of a disconnect between the artists? Because again, DJ Vroski, he has a very a big say in the music industry because he's been in it for so long and he's so successful. So when he says something like what he said, it's something you have to pay attention to it. Do you think it's going to cause more of a disconnect between like the factions in the entertainment space?
I think it depends on who the individual is, you know, and who they have connections to. Because there are some DJs who are still linked to, you know, some certain artists, and certain artists have to come to them first.
Yeah.
But then we can't do away with social media influencers. They really do help.
Yeah, they do.
It's just, I don't think we can, there's going to be a disconnect though, but
Which is going to seem like it's going to be wider.
because
now we're trying to connect.
So they should also find means and ways to probably, you know, join the influencers. I don't know, maybe add that to their content. And
I mean, I'm trying to get like again the different factions together so we have more of these conversations. But I mean, in weeks gone by, I've sat here and we've spoken about, you know, the DJ, the artist, the influencer now. You know, those behind the scenes as much deserve this space, you know, the camera guys, the light guys, the stage guys. And we've been having these conversations, and per what we've discussed, I feel like I've gone to the point where I've understood where the disconnects are coming from. And again, from what we're discussing, it seems like there's going to be an even wider disconnect because the factions, again, in the entertainment industry are not getting...
Let's place a bet on this afternoon's game.
And this evening's action, bro.
And 3 more tomorrow.
Okay, remember, when I slow down, when I take a break, and I stop chasing losses and stick to my budget, that's when I'm going to have a lot more fun. So, let's place a bet on this afternoon's game. Bet responsibly. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back, guys, and we're already getting loads of messages. Please keep them coming through. We're going to try and retweet, respond, reply to as many as possible, even in our DMs at MX24GH on every single platform. Now, very interesting that we're talking about social media and whether it is creating a disconnect or whether it is actually helping us network more. Now, Electro Mirror, Jackie's manager, you mentioned Jackie, doing very, very well. You know, she's got new music out there. Check it out. He's come out to say, do not let apps determine the type of music you release. Okay. Now, again, we've gone to the point where it's like, do you want to be part of the trend? Okay, so I see you're a bit confused with this, but...
He said do not let what?
Apps determine the kind of music you release.
So social media?
Yes. So, okay, so let me read what he said. He said, if you're making music for the consumers, then you need to make music that will stand the test of time. Again, longevity. This is what we've been speaking about. Irrespective of the trends at the moment, he added. He spoke also, looking at the future. Miro says that Flip the Music plans to power on and consolidate on their wins till the sound from Afrobeats is heard everywhere across the world, especially in the areas of streaming and live performances. Okay, trends.
Right.
What do you think about this? He's speaking about longevity. And from what he's saying and what I'm getting from what he's saying is, if you follow the trends, if you always want your music to trend, again, on TikTok, you might not have that longevity. Do you agree with this? Do you disagree with this?
I do agree. But I think it also depends on the artist. There are some artists like Aquabua, no matter what is going on, no matter what is trending, he would never flip to the other side. You know, we have, however, we have artists like Medical. who goes with the flow. I mean, no, he's good. I'm not saying he's bad, but he goes with the flow. Yeah. You know, if it's Azonto era, he goes with it. Yeah. If it's Amapiano, he's gonna go with it. And you know,
the reason why I was even
it still comes out good.
The reason why I chuckled a bit, that's not even easy. You know, I get the fact that when it's a trend, jump on the trend, you're gonna blow. And I've seen people attack Medical saying, oh, he jumps on trends and he looks. But the thing is, if it was easy, everyone would just jump on a trend. So there is something to be said there. Right. It's not even the easiest thing to do what Medical is doing. Yeah. Right? Okay, so now, for what Electromiro is saying, he is saying that don't actually jump on, again, the apps, what is trending, what's out there, what everybody's doing. And you said Aquabwa stays true to himself. But not everyone is Aquabwa.
Yes, not everybody can do that. And that's why I said it depends on the artist, you know. So, Charlie. Ghana, listen, there's one thing about Ghanaians, the fans, they get bored easily, okay? So sometimes it's not up to the artist to actually decide. They are going to, you release a song, okay, and within 2 months, they're already tired of it. They need something new. And you feel like, oh, I need to give my fans something. So you rather, you know, join in with the trends, whatever thing that is going on.
Okay, so as a fan...
And they lose themselves along the line.
As a fan, who's your favorite artist?
I don't think I have a favorite artist. Wait, in Ghana?
I mean, of all time. Of all time, in Ghana, anywhere. Who's your favorite artist?
Beyonce.
Beyonce, right?
Yeah.
Now, Beyonce is someone who sticks to what she knows.
Yes.
Right? She believes in herself and it's worked. She's someone everyone looks up to. Again, as a fan, if Beyonce was to jump on a trend, I don't think you'd be the happiest. Or would you just deal with it?
I'll just deal with it. But luckily, Beyonce doesn't jump on trends.
She doesn't. That's the thing. She doesn't.
She's just herself. Like I said, she released a song at midnight. Yeah. And even the way she announced it was so bare. Yeah. You know, and people are still jumping to it because it's Beyonce.
So,
you get it.
Again, that means it will be at the detriment of the artists if they don't go the way Beyonce is going and if they jump on every single trend because of now social media.
I think they should just stay true to themselves.
We've said that here.
But are they going to? It's not easy when they feel like, Charlie, I need money. Yeah. I need to put something new out there, you know, for people to stream. It's just, it's not.
So what would you tell young artists today? Because, again, I love speaking to you about this because it seems like you understand what the artists are going through. You understand that it's not easy. But again, you're trying to tell the artist, stay true to yourself. You know, if you want to be that Beyonce, that probably even Aquabwa, who doesn't have maybe the songs playing in the clubs, but he has the songs people are streaming, people are listening to. He still has his people. What would you say to young artists right now?
Stay true to yourself. I think I know you've had this like over and over. You know, they've had this, stay true to yourself, stay true to yourself, but we are hungry. I get that. But once you start something and you keep doing that for the longest, people are going to know you for that. You know, Black Sherry started with his trap music. All people are like, you know, keep quiet. Like, you know, rap silently or something. But he's like, hey. And now that is his thing. You know, we've come to know him for that. So each time we hear a song and someone is screaming, you know, with a very loud tone, we know, oh, that's Black Sharif, you know. So I think just stay true to your craft, and it's just going to, people are going to know you for that. It's going to take time, don't worry, but small, you get there. But I would say it's not doing well.
You know, I love that you even add things like that, because that's things I say. Like, I've said countless times, you know, I sit here and I tell artists, you know, stay true to yourselves. And I've said, I feel like for someone like me, I'm on both sides of the fence, even though usually you have to pick a side of the fence, because I make music, you know, and I sit here and I talk to people about the music they make. You know, we have these conversations, people like you behind the scenes. I try to pick your brains, get your knowledge on these things. And I can't sit here and just say, stay true to yourself, invest your thing, without trying to understand what that artist watching this is going through, you know. Saying this in probably the layest man's terms. Even for an artist to get food to eat, so to speak, not necessarily just food, but day-to-day activities, you know, paying for studio time and all these things is not the easiest thing, especially in this part of the world. And we have to accept these things, you know. These are things artists are going through. I feel like
if they're going to jump on a trend, you know, it should be something that we can listen to, you know, something that is going to make a little sense. I'll put it that way. Because people like to jump on trends and they make noise. How about you jumping on that trend, but doing something right with it? Because Amapiano is going to come out. People are doing all this South Africa boom boom, all these beats, and everybody's just jumping, having that Amapiano beats, to their songs. But it's going to pass.
Yeah.
You know that, right? It is going to pass.
But you see, that's the thing. They stay true to something. I don't know if it's going to pass, but at least they stay true to something.
We had a Zonto era.
We even speak about high life. And we want to hold on to it.
Yes.
But what's happening?
Like...
anyways, please send us a message at MS24GH. Nancy, we have a game to play. You like games?
Yeah.
You like games?
Sugar Crush.
Okay. Do you watch soccer?
Sometimes.
Do you have a favorite team?
Yeah.
What
Chelsea.
Team? Joa, how can you do this? How can you do this? Guys, quick commercial break. When we get back, we're going to see if the Chelsea fan can make some money with Betway. Stay tuned in. You're welcome back, guys. Now, this part of the show is sponsored by the Family Betway. Because we're nice people, we like to give our guests and our audience, we like to dash them some money. You like money, right?
I do. Who doesn't like money?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the first person to come and say they don't like money. But anyways, guys, if you want to play this game from the comfort of your home, we've always said this, a tab, a laptop, phone, anything that can connect to the internet. Then you get a Betway account. Then you go to the top right corner, instant games. And as you can see, so many games. But here, we play Soccer Striker. Chelsea fans, you guys are going through a lot. Just like United fans, but we're sorting ourselves out.
Hold on, Jason, please. Don't start a war.
We're sorting ourselves out. It takes time. We've been thinking about longevity. Come on.
Jason, do not start a war.
You have a place in my heart, but to tell me you're supporting Chelsea?
Yeah, Chelsea.
That hurt my feelings.
Listen, Chelsea, okay? I'm not going to change my words. It's Chelsea.
Oh, man. Anyways, okay, today if you lose, you change. For the day. You'll be a United fan for the day if you lose. Okay, so all you have...
Wait. United.
Yeah.
Me.
The best club in the world.
What?
Okay, so all you have to do is tell us if you want us to go middle, left, or right. Where do you want us to go? Very simple. You have one chance. Because you're a Chelsea fan. Yeah.
No, come on.
Yeah, so...
Better, I don't get to.
Middle, left, or right? Come. You know, when you do that...
wait, hold on.
When you do that, no matter what, you're going to get to the same place, depending on the starting point.
Move.
Left?
Yeah.
Left?
It better be good.
Left?
Yes.
Okay, left. Left. Okay, so you won. I mean, I'm trying not to celebrate or anything. Are we allowed to play one more, producer, or it's over?
Chelsea!
Okay, one more. I didn't want her to, but my producer said yes, one more. Let's go. Left or right? Middle. I can't believe Chelsea fans are winning this. Right? Middle. Okay, said middle. Let's go middle. Keeper, catch this for me. Come on. Yes, caught it.
What was that?
Anyways, you lost one.
No. I've been
but
cheating.
You won one. And because I'm a very, very nice person, because you won, whenever you do score a goal, Betway, we give you, we have a lot of merchandises coming on in upcoming days. So this is for you.
Thank you.
I don't like the fact that I'm giving this to a Chelsea fan, but anyways, thank you so much for coming through, Nancy. Can't wait to have you on here some more. Are you going to have a busy week?
Yes, I think I'm going to.
What are you up to this week?
This week, work, movies, food, work.
Okay, just like me. Maybe
work, Friday acting small.
Okay, then not like me, because I'm staying inside. Nancy, thank you again for coming through.
You're welcome.
Now, yes, this guy's music video, the one we're going to play song, he's the one coming through. D Black is in the house, guys. Enjoy.
Good music right here. Yeah. If I never ever, if somebody ever, never, we go there forever. You ever see girl make your heart cut? Never. This chick a diamond, I hit the jackpot. Joey Lou, the traffic light up. I try to flag it down, but she won't stop. Till I step on the gas, I put her in reverse. Your friend me quit some black, I'm just trying to be your friend. What's up?
I didn't do that dream, miss my soul moving. I don't know dream, miss my soul moving. I didn't do that film, miss my soul moving. I don't know film, miss my soul moving. But she tells me I'm coming, and I'm sure baby. I'm say, I'll see sister weird, and I'm say, hey, me come baby. I'll see.
Now, we born one KD, 2 more to go, maybe even 3 my G. She be my all, my love, my light and my world. Nobody go for rock me, man. Just one girl, those days gone, but we dey play them all. Every city we dey touch, we dey sport it all. My nigga Fadi, he dey lead the front line. He said if he now marry some born 5. So what more can I say? It's game over. It's hard to say goodbye, it's all over. Shout outs to all my girls, I gon' make sure love catch me, so I had to switch y'all. Asking for a lot, I'm just glad to be alive and not be all up for the dog. I try to hold my tongue sometimes. I'm just waiting in the song good time. The blessing just to over me now. And the goodness just to buckle me down. Come on, now it's laughter for breakfast. It's still like the cocoa. Champagne to quench all the thirst we swallow. Private and first class, the way we travel. It's not by my might, it's the God I follow. Yeah. Here for the glory. Yeah. D Black.
Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0243 024 552.
Welcome back to the show, guys. I'm wasting no time. I have D Black in the house looking like money. Let me shake money. Hello, money. How you doing, money?
This is D Black.
This is D Black. Okay, D Black. How have you been, man?
Money is Ghana government.
If we say we are going to get there, D Black, we're going to need hours. But anyways, as I was saying, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. And I just want to say congratulations, recent awards, everything you've been up to. You have time for yourself? Because you're winning awards, you're traveling, you're running a nightclub, you're making music, you know, you have artists in your label. Does D Black have time for himself?
Everything you mentioned is D Black, so yeah. I enjoy what I do so much. It feels like it's part of me, so it really is.
And how have you sustained all these things you're doing? Because the reason why I'm asking you this is, I feel like as a creative, right, it's very easy to get distracted. And we're speaking about this. A distraction can be maybe the fame and the money. You know, you don't put work into your craft. It can be, you know, because now you want to sustain the fame, you're doing things for clout. It could be family, which is a good thing, but things can distract you easily. And you're a father, but D Black doesn't get distracted. Again, in the midst of all these things, you're releasing music. There has to be something you're doing. You have to tell us today.
I feel like when you're passionate about something, you don't allow yourself to be distracted. And all these things that you mentioned are things that I'm like I'm one of those people where when I'm working on a project, I'm in a hurry to wake up in the morning so that I can get to it. Whereas there's people who would rather sleep for as long as they can and enjoy their rest and turn their phones off. I never turn my phone off. I sleep like maximum 5 hours a day, sometimes 4.
Wow.
Because I'm in a hurry to go handle that thing that I'm passionate about. Everything you see me do is because I'm very passionate about it. But yeah, you're right. There's always, something is always going to suffer. You know, in 2016, I took a break from the music after Castro passed away. I started working on live wire events, Club Onyx, Oasis, and it took me away from the music for a while. But then as you grow, I'm passionate about the music, so I said, last year, I said, I'm coming back, new album, new music. I've been able to do it. Something will suffer a little bit. I can't tell you what's going to suffer, but something will suffer along the line because I'll be on the road for a month doing shows outside of Ghana. Something that I'm working on here will suffer because my presence will not be there, you know, to be able to execute it the way I want it to be executed.
Do you think the young ones, right, what the things you're leaving for the generation coming, do you think we have the work ethic like you guys? Let's look at Sarkodie, Shatawale. Let's look at D Black. Let's look at Stoneboy. In the acting space, Ajete Annan. You know, all these other people who've been there before us. And we always say, oh, the people ahead of us are not giving us the space. That's what some young people say. Even you see these things, I'm sure you do. Do you think attitude and work ethic as young creatives is something we should work on more so?
I don't think there's anybody in the industry that can outwork me.
Wow.
You have to have like a crazy drive, relentless, not be greedy. You should be able to let things go. You should be able to take everything you have from finance and energy and invest in something you believe in. And I don't think a lot of the young ones understand that.
Yeah.
You know, we're in a social media age where things are a little more easier to. It's easier for you to market yourself and show yourself than it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you had to go to Newtown and print a CD and physically go to the radio station or the DJ and give him the song. Now you could just send a WhatsApp.
Yeah.
You could just send a download link. You could just tweet it.
And you're saying these things, but this generation is complaining a lot. Like,
yeah, we complain too. Everybody will complain. Nothing is easy.
But
when
if it's easier now, then no one.
Yeah, you're still gonna complain. I mean, it's not like I don't have complaints.
Yeah.
But I look beyond that, and I tell myself that if he's able to do it, why shouldn't I be able to do it? If this person in Japan can do it, this person in London can do it, why can't we back in Africa who have the same type of resources? We all have the same 24 hours. Why can't you put in the work and I'll work that person and put your stuff there too?
Yeah.
You know, 10 years ago we did complain about certain things. 10 years came and there'll still be complaints. So regardless, there's gonna be complaints in whatever industry you're in. It's up to you to put in the work to come out successful.
There's a lot to be said for what you're saying. I mean, your achievements are a testament to what you're actually saying, you know, putting in the work, because longevity doesn't just happen. You know, people have been in the game, even in a business,
man.
you know, even when you're running a business, like first 3 years, can you sustain it? And they say that's one of the most difficult periods, first 3 to 5 years. So there is something to be said there. Okay, now this young generation, this music era and everything that's going out there, are you on the fence or on the side of the fence where we should play more music, more of our music here, or just play the music that's good? If the content is good, it's gonna go far.
No, I'm an advocate of, come on now.
Because there's a big divide on this thing I'm asking you.
Yeah, I mean, any rational Ghanaian, especially if you're in the entertainment space or you're a media personality, should understand that we're from Ghana. Let's push what we have. You could have a couple favorites in the other countries, but let's push what we have, because if you push Ghanaian music, you're pushing the culture that you're involved in. If you're a Ghanaian entertainer and Ghanaian music gets to that certain level, it affects you too. You know, your premium goes up because now Ghana is on the rise, Ghana is at the top. So whatever money that you're making as a Ghanaian goes up, and it affects you too. You host a show somewhere, your premium goes up.
So how does D Black, the Ghana boy, feel when he sees, like, you're tweeting about these things, and you even put a list out, the songs that are being streamed in Ghana? I think 2 songs. I think you tweeted a couple of weeks ago, I think 2 or 3 songs.
Yeah, but it changed, you know. I saw, in the past 2 months, I saw Black Sharif, I saw Camilo, there was somebody else, Darko featuring Black Sharif as well. I saw a couple songs and Kim Promise. I saw a couple Ghanaian songs getting into charts outside of Ghana. I saw Ghanaian songs sustain the #1 spot for longer periods.
So it's possible.
It's very possible. Look, in 3 or 4 weeks, we're launching in German radio.
That's what we're getting to. Like, now, since you're telling me that you want to push Ghanaian music, you want to push the Ghanaian agenda, now you have more so of an avenue, because you've always had an avenue through your music. Black Avenue music. You see, I got it. You've always had an avenue, and now you have even more so with Enjoyment Radio, right? Tell us about this.
So it's like it's a digital audiovisual station. So that's the shows on the station. We're playing only 80% Ghanaian music.
Strictly 80%
Ghanaian 80% Ghanaian music. Wow. We'll share the rest for the rest of the world. Well, maybe Africa. And every show is video and audio. So you stream, you can listen to the radio show, but it's a TV show as well. And I wanted the TV shows to be here.
Okay.
Yeah, listen.
Okay, that's nice. You want to be here on MX24. Okay, that's cool.
So we've developed 3 shows and a lot of musical content.
And obviously, you're going to employ Ghanaians.
Everybody there.
Obviously, like
every presenter is Ghanaian. Yeah, every single one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to run through.
You're talking the talk and you're walking the walk, right?
There's 6 presenters. They're all Ghanaian. You know some of them.
Okay.
I won't say their names yet. You know some of them. So they're all Ghanaian. 80% Ghanaian content. In about 3 or 4 weeks, we'll announce.
Black, what do you think this should tell your peers, so to speak? Because again, as much as you're doing this, you know, you can't do it by yourself. You know, you're pulling people along, and you're taking a very big chunk on your shoulders. You know, what do you think this should tell your peers who have been there, who are coming in, who want to get the Ghanaian agenda going in terms of the music and the creativity you put out there?
You know, when you say peers, you're talking about artists, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So like, every artist is different. You know, there's artists who are just incredible talents, and that's it. You know, amazing vocals, and all they want to do is create music and put music out and do it their way. You know, amazing rap artists, and that's it. You rarely find artists who have other passions and work on it as hard as they work on their music. Okay. So I can only speak for myself saying that I'm putting music out and I'm building a station, I'm building a nightclub, an events company. Yeah. You know, I'm doing all these things. I'm signing artists, stuff. Yeah. You know, not everybody is built like that.
Yeah.
There's very few of us.
Okay.
So I can't say, I can't speak on what should I tell my peers, because not everybody is built like that. But if you're built like that, I know a few people that are like that, and everybody's making their moves and everybody's trying to push. Yeah. But our industry is also at a point where the type of revenue we make off the music alone will not be able to sustain doing all these other ventures, you know. So you have to have a certain type of heart and a certain type of drive to be able to say, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to take all my music money and put it in this. It's very hard to do that at this point. You have to have a certain type of drive and energy to be able to do that.
I mean, the thing about human beings in society is no matter what you're doing, there's the side again of the fence that's going to be against it. And I mean, even like when you tweeted about, let's push Ghanaian music more, let's get us more on the charts. It was crazy to me, like the audience, quite a chunk of it was like, no, if the content is not good, we're not going to play them. And you're very active on social. I mean, I asked you some time ago, you tweet yourself and you're like, you tweet yourself. So you see this
every day. I don't think anybody logged into my Twitter.
Is there something to be said about that section of the audience who don't not everyone has to agree with you, but who don't see your vision, so to speak?
Yeah, it's normal. You know, we all can agree. We can agree to disagree. Not everybody can have the same opinions. The world won't go around. You know, some NDC, some MPP, Coke, Fanta, Jollof, watch it, you know. Yeah. Everybody's different. But me, I like constructive criticism. Don't be silly because you have data on your phone, you want to chase it. You know?
Don't be silly, right?
Just let's make sense. And, you know, I'm speaking for my people, so you should understand that I'm an artist, I'm a creative, and the people around me are also artists and creatives. Nice. So I'm trying to push our music to a certain point. For us, it's business. This is our livelihood. This is how we put food on the table. Yeah. I'm not going to sit there and say, let's play everybody's music when it's going to affect the pocket of my man and Stoneboy and South Korea. You know, let's push our agenda. This is how we pay school fees, man. This is how we take care of ourselves and our mothers and our fathers and put our people on.
Nice one. For everything you do, are you going to sign any more artists? Because it's like the biggest thing right now.
Yeah, let's hold on.
And I'm sure people ask you all the time, signing any new artists?
There's one person, but we'll speak about that.
When is the official launch of Enjoyment Radio?
I'll announce the date on Monday.
Okay.
But it's in like 3-4 weeks.
3-4 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before July ends, we're going to launch.
Nice one. Yeah. Please, for everything you're doing, keep on doing what you're doing. Because like I said, you're actually employing people to work for you. As layman's terms as this may sound, you're putting food on people's tables. And that's what it's about, you know, supporting your own, taking people along. But in the midst of all this, you've got new music.
Yes.
Tell us about this.
So after the long break, I dropped an album last year. We won some awards for the album. The first single was Enjoyment Minister. So I'm ending the album run with singles with females. Yeah. So the first one was Shege with Jackie. Then we dropped Dinding with Ifya and Glory Gospel. That's the last single on the album with Sefa. Yeah. So I just want to give it to the people before we drop the next album.
Is an album coming soon?
October.
Soon? Okay.
October.
This guy is working, man. Yeah. This guy is working. Chad, big salute to you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much for coming through.
Can't wait
to pass through Enjoyment Radio, drop some new. And you haven't dropped music in a while, so
what's going on, bro?
I want to drop new music on Enjoyment Radio. I've been speaking to Salty, so hopefully
Salty's a producer there, so.
Okay, nice one, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like you said, you know, you have to support your own. That's the conversation we've been having here. We're going to continue to have. And for everything you're doing, Black, please keep on doing what you're doing, guys. It's going to be at the same time tomorrow, 3 to 4 p.m. But we're signing off with his music. Enjoy.
And the song good time. The blessing just to over me now. And the goodness just to buckle me down. Come on, now it's laughter for breakfast. Still like the cocoa. Champagne to quench all the thirst we swallow. Private and first class, the way we to travel. It's not by my might, it's the God I follow.